If you feel like you're behind, I promise you, you're not the only one. I'd say that's pretty damn normal. I often feel like I'm further behind than the people around me. I find myself comparing where I am to others. And I struggle with the fact that even after all this time on planet Earth, I still don't have things figured out. I'm approaching 30 very quickly, and I don't think I want to remain in the career I've been in through all my 20s, but I'm not entirely sure either. And I'm not in my dream house. In fact, I'm just in a cheap house share, and I don't even know what my dream house would look like, or what city I'd want to settle down in, let alone country. There's a whole plethora of choices to make regarding that, and I get flustered with important choices anyway. I'm single, and I haven't given up on love yet, but I've stopped actively trying to find someone online and hope something might naturally pop up one day. But then again, I still don't know about that either. The future is unpredictable. My future is certainly unpredictable, and I'm sure if you're watching this, your future is pretty unpredictable as well, you know? But I think we might actually be doing better than we think, right? We can hope so, at least. I think it's all pretty normal when I think about it. There's nothing extreme about the life I live, anyway. I have a stable job, right? That pays okay. There's not really much progression at the moment, but it's a job, and it pays my bills. And I'm certain I'm not getting fired anytime soon. AI isn't going to steal my job, and when I think about it, it's quite active. I'm on my feet, and although I knacker myself out quite a lot, everyone else gets knackered, at work. That's pretty normal. And I know a lot of people that just can't stand their jobs, and I think that must be dreadful, but also pretty normal, right? But I mostly enjoy mine. I often dread to go into work, but that's pretty normal and it happens to everyone. And I'm fine when I get there. I have a roof above my head, one I can afford, and it might not be luxury, but it's my own space. And I know lots of people who still live with their parents, or live in places too expensive for them, or even just bought houses in shitty neighborhoods and realized they didn't want to live there. But now they're stuck with a mortgage. And that's friends and families and colleagues and strangers alike. All these living conditions are all pretty normal, right? I have so much I could complain about, especially with living with strangers in a house share. One person does the stinkiest shits. I mean, literally, nuclear, bro. They need to get their bowels checked out, but I don't want to dig in too much about my complaints. Because it's stable accommodation. I'm not getting kicked out anytime soon. I keep my space clean, tidy, and that gives me some satisfaction. I'm sure you have plenty of things you can complain about with your house or your room, and I'm not going to judge, but there's people out there that don't get the luxury of non-luxury, And I don't have a solid love life. I do have good friends, though. I'm sure you've got people you love hanging around with as well. And you can't rush love, so why should I try force it? Something should come naturally one day, hopefully. And if not, too bad. Being single is normal, right? And being in a relationship is pretty normal. Having friends is normal. These are all things we have, and we sometimes take them for granted. Do you have regular bowel movements? I mean, that's fucking good. That's a sign of a healthy gut. Do you fart and burp a lot? Your digestion's doing a good job, man. That's healthy, And it is, you pee yellow. Good fucking job, you're hydrated like a champ, I don't know where I was going with that last part, but I apologize, but I'll try and get back on track. There's something there about being healthy, even the stinky shit, is a sign our body's doing good. It's difficult to feel good about yourself and your life and where you're at when you compare yourself to others, especially those online who you don't actually know, and you have no idea if they're happy, sad, or angry with their lives. You don't hear about their bad day at work. You don't hear about when they do questionable shit and they don't know if they have to go see a doctor or not. You don't know if they've got a leak in their roof or any of the shit that happens to us all. We only see the good sides of each other. The side polished to shine for the internet. And we should be happy for them as well. We shouldn't be envious around others' success. I don't know who said it, but comparison really is the thief of joy. And it kind of works the other way as well. You shouldn't shame or belittle anyone you think is worse off than you. And I promise you, there are plenty of people out there that have it worse than you and me, my friend. If you have to compare yourself to others, do it to the people who are struggling worse than we are. Give yourself that little boost that, you're not doing as bad as you think you are. But what I mean to say in this video is that our lives are pretty normal. It's easy to feel lost, to feel like you aren't achieving what you want to achieve. But I think we're all closer to that than we give ourselves credit for. We have our bodies, we have an income, we have a roof over our head and food in our bellies. It might not seem like a lot, but it's more than many others have. And I think we should normalize the idea that as long as we are sound of mind and body, we'll be okay, and we're doing all right. It can be hard to break the idea that we are the main character, and to properly realize that we are normal people like everyone else, with similar flaws and problems and issues. We don't have to be complacent with our lives all the time. We should dream and want to achieve, build better lives for ourselves and our future, but that all happens slowly. The past and the future don't exist, It's only the present time. And as long as you're okay, somewhat healthy, you have food in your tummy right now, right this second, watching this video, I don't think you're as behind as you think you are. And I promise you, you're doing good. And that's a pretty solid place to start from, right? Thank you for watching. Love you. Bye-bye.